Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston. The 47th annual Dr. Martin Luther King celebration is coming to the city of Charleston. And following that, we're going to talk about the Clemson University Low Country Student Summit that's coming to the C.E. Williams Middle School. And then there's a company called Excellence Photography, LLC. They have a new service for the elderly and the disabled. Michelle Robinson will tell us about that, and Vagney Bradley will take us on another low country experience right here on Bounce Around Charleston. Okay, welcome to Bounce Around Charleston. We're here to talk about the 47th annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration, and Danielle Richardson of the YWCA is here to tell us all about the events.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so what are we expecting for the 47th celebration?
Well, we're expecting about 30,000 participants. That's what we're averaging. So this is one of the largest Martin Luther King celebrations in the state, one of the longest running, as you said, 47 years this year. And it's a series of events over about 10 days. Okay. So we start on January 13th, and that's with our area worship services, and those are the services that we have across the city, and that's at 3 p.m. and they'll be at various places by region. Yes. And then on the 17th and 18th, we have our Racial Equity Institute. Okay. And that is a 2-day workshop, and that's it's exactly what it sounds like. It's working on racial equity and the ideas of what we can do to have realistic change and viable change in our communities. And unite us together. Exactly, exactly. And then on the 19th is the Youth Poetry Slam. We're really excited about that. That's an event that's fairly new. It's about 3 years old. And this, every year it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And Marcus Amaker, who is the Poet Laureate for the city of Charleston, is hosting it for us. And we'll have performances, and a lot of the children from the area, these kids are so talented, they'll be coming in and doing their poetry and performing. And that will be on the 19th, as I said, at the Charleston Library downtown at 2 p.m.
They all have written their own poetry.
Yeah, these are they're performing original pieces, exactly. And on the 20th is the ecumenical service, and that's where we usually try to have a notable speaker come, and that's the service for the entire area. And this year it is going to be Bishop Samuel Green Sr., who is the bishop of the 7th Episcopal District of the AME Church. That's my bishop. Yes. So you, as you know, you're familiar with him.
I will be in the house. I will be there.
And that will be at Morris Street Baptist at 4 p.m. on the 20th. Okay. And then on the 21st, of course, everybody's favorite event, the parade. Yeah. And of course, that's downtown Charleston. And our marshals this year are Senator Marlon Kempson, and Representative Marvin Pendarvis. Okay. So we are lucky to have them come and be our parade marshals. We're really excited about that. Everybody always has a really good time at the parade on Martin Luther King Day. And then on the 22nd is our capstone event. That's our final event. That is the business and professional breakfast. Okay, now tell me something. What is the importance of having all these events? Well, so it's a variety of reasons. First of all, we want something for everybody. Yes. We want, whether you are a poet or a performer or in the professional setting, or you want to come to a worship service, no matter what your interests are, there is an event for you. And they're all under the heading of our theme this year, which is Embrace the Dream, Create the Change. And so it's kind of keeping Dr. King's legacy at the forefront, looking at how we as a community can create substantive change and come together not only to celebrate his legacy, but look at what we can do moving forward. That all of our actions have the ability to impact somebody else. Okay. And so this is what all these events are all under that same umbrella, that same theme. Okay. Now, the importance of the breakfast. Oh, I love it. Right. Well, of course you do. And thank you for coming and singing for us every year at the breakfast as well. And so the importance of the breakfast is we want to recognize the philanthropy in the professional and corporate community. Yes. And it's always a full house. It is. It's sold out every year. And even at 7 o'clock in the morning, it is early. 7 a.m. The breakfast is at 7 a.m. But the people are there. But they're there and they're excited and they want to be there. And we do the Raleigh Award at that breakfast, where we recognize our corporate philanthropy partners and people who have have used their business to further the idea of change and community and working towards Dr. King's legacy. That will be at the breakfast. And then we also, of course, just have a youth speaker, somebody from one of the children from the community. We have a keynote speaker who this year will be Cynthia Bramlett Thompson, who is a former president of Spoleto Festival USA and a former vice president of Girl Scouts of America.
Wow.
And so that's our keynote speaker at the breakfast this year. And, you know, yes, it's early, but we would love for everybody to come out. Tickets are still available, and celebrate with us. And it's a good way of kind of putting a cap on the celebration. The
business and the professional community coming together.
Exactly.
We thank you, Danielle, for being here on Bounce Around Charleston. Yeah, it's the 47th annual Dr. Martin Luther King celebration.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's wonderful. Okay, coming up next, we've got something great for you, and it's oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. The MLK celebration and the scheduled events, you can go to the website.
Yes, sir, and that is ywcagc.org, or they can call 843-722-1644.
Okay, thank you, Danielle. Okay, coming up next, Clemson University. There's a summit.
Yes.
And it's awesome. I watched the video. It's a student summit.
Yeah, for young people.
You need to stay tuned right after this break.